gets to tell the tale.
Yeah, well, that's why I kind of like about Cobra Kai, because it was like, well, I wasn't the bad guy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you kind of see like a different...
He was like, nigga, I was manipulated.
Yeah, kind of.
You know what I mean? Like, I was a kid, nigga. And the adult told me to do these things.
And also, too, like...
More male.
Yeah. Oh, you know, it's funny, because he's actually a cool dude, but like sometimes he'll like forget and come back, or he'd even knock on the door, like, I gave you the wrong mail, can I get it back? And I'm like, okay. Because he'd be like, I know you don't get mail. And I'm like, bitch.
He's lousy at his job, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's a cool dude. He used to beep at me when I be...
Don't judge me.
Welcome back to the Don't Judge Me podcast. Here today with Sir Nygel, the House of Wave Files for Dark Gray Triad. Always looking left because I'm not right. I'm here today with my main man with the master plan.
That's it. That's all I get today. Booyaka. All right, that's fine. I'm checking these levels. You can hear, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just technical difficulties that aren't really difficult. I'm the difficult one. But I am the main man with the master plan, and my name is Delnegro. And it is yet again another episode of the Don't Judge Me podcast, and you are here with Sir Nygel and me, Delnegro. And what I want you to do is to not only listen to this episode and then rate and comment wherever you can go out to rate and comment this episode. However, and wherever you're listening to it, but I also want you to make sure that you're following us on Instagram at dontjudgepod, and you are following us on YouTube at Don't Judge Me Podcast, where you can see this in all of our illustrious beautiness, gorgeousness in real time, because we put the full episode out there on YouTube as well as the clips on the Instagram. Just make sure you hit that smash and like button out there on YouTube, because we want followers, because we've been putting out so much content. And I feel like no one knows. It's more of you need to know. So follow us on YouTube at Don't Judge Me Podcast. Make sure you do that. And you can watch the full episode in its entirety. And most importantly, I want you to join us in judgment. And you can do that by sending us an email at dontjudgepod@gmail.com or calling us at 202-642-9398. Join us in judgment. Become a member of the jury. We will then use whatever you say or whatever you give us in a future episode of the show. And this is episode 231. And I think I want to start off by sharing members of the jury out there, because we did get a few comments on. I put a post out there, and it's just something slight, but it's out there, and I'm stalling to pull it up so I can search for it. But I want to pull up the question and the comments that may have gone with it. I think we got 2 responses, but the question has been, have you ever been judged unfairly? Mm-hmm. What about you? Have you ever been judged unfairly?
Oh, yeah.
How did you know you were being judged unfairly?
I mean, a lot of people come off, I mean, I guess because I'm silly, people just assume most times I'm not educated.
They think you're a silly goose without an education.
Yeah, without the quack.
Without the...
I feel like goose?
Quack? No,
quack?
I don't think gooses...
Maybe they bellow? What do they make?
I don't know. I think ducks have the quack corner, like...
Do they just...
Corner.
They bite?
Geese... They definitely squabble. Geese will squabble.
Okay.
And when it's
a geese without the squabble, I guess.
Oh, yeah, you're a geese without the squabble. Mm-hmm. Okay. I've been unfairly judged for a number of reasons. You've probably been judged for the same reason. Like, you're light skinned, you're not a threat. You know what I mean?
Or because I've been known to get along with females, I get assumed I'm gay.
Oh. I don't think I ever got that one.
Oh, well,
I get along pretty well.
I mean, I guess I have. I feel like I'm not feminine, but apparently I give it off.
Oh, that's hateration. That's hateration in their dancery.
It's fine.
But I think we all have been judging unfairly, but I posed the question out there to the jury, and we got 2 responses.
Cool.
One's from Hooks Rub, and he says, yes, I have. And then I proved the suckers wrong.
That's what I like.
What you got to do. You got to make sure. You got to make sure you're doing the things the way you do them. And if they find out that, wait a minute, this nigga isn't who I thought he was, then That's on them. And then we got another response from a new commenter. I am Naomi 1. Actually, I am Naomi, and the 1 is the I because they switched characters and stuff. And she responded, my favorite thing is being underestimated.
Oh, I did too.
I would agree. I don't know if it's my favorite thing, but it's the thing. I am definitely okay with being overlooked because I think one thing is a lot of dudes in association with their girls, right? A lot of dudes think the next man can't get her, right?
Oh, no.
Because he might look down on the next man, like the next man ain't good enough to get his chick. But never think your girl don't like that corny nigga. Never think your girl don't like that
I've
nigga.
Stolen. I'm the corny guy.
Yeah, like
Beware of me.
Never think that your lady might not be as into you for the reasons that you think she's into you, but that goofy, corny, silly nigga driving the, I don't know, Mitsubishi Mirage, she might really be into that guy.
Yeah, maybe.
That spoiler just might do it for her. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Like, yeah, don't ever underestimate what's going on out there because you never know. You never know. But again, you can join us in judgment. This was me retrieving comments from Instagram. You can do that as well. Our Instagram page is at dontjudgepod. And we are on the YouTube at Don't Judge Me Podcast. Email address is don'tjudgepod@gmail.com. And our phone number, if you want your illustrious voice used on a future episode of the show, is 202-642-9398. Sir Nygel, how's it been going? What have you been up to, sir?
Good. Beginning out a little bit more, which is fine. Today, even, I'm supposed to be going to the book convention at the convention center.
Okay.
They have an all-day free event sponsored by library.gov, I think. No, that's not right. I can check my email. But it's a free event. Essentially, they have even Michael Scorsese is doing a talk today.
Who?
Martin
Scorsese?
Yeah.
The director?
Martin, sorry, yeah.
The director? Okay.
Yeah, he's doing a speech today. They have a couple authors. I was hoping Quan Mills would be there. He's not.
Quan Mills is not a real person.
No, he's not.
I know he's a real person, but he's not a real person.
But I wanted to meet him. Like, I just wanted to be like, hey, bro, what is going on? Like, I really wanted to, like, just meet and interact with him, but he's not there today.
Is he there? Is he supposed to be at the event?
No.
Okay.
But I looked at the list because I wanted him. Like, I was like,
you were hoping that.
Yeah, I was like, where's the queues?
Yeah.
And there's nobody in the queue. Well, there's somebody with a last name that starts with a Q, but not him. But yeah, supposed to be going there today at the convention center. It goes till 8, so we'll see. It depends on what time we wrap up.
Isn't the convention center on the side? Is that more on the side where they be blocking off roads and stuff?
Oh, yeah, I'm on Metro.
Okay.
If I go.
Okay.
If I'm Metro, I'm going. Because I still have Metro money, and I don't know if you can get it back.
No. You just.
I mean, I think maybe if you like lose it, maybe they'll mail it to you, but I doubt it. But it's like $200 on a Metro card.
Wow. Yeah, you might as well go for it.
Because because the way the paychecks were set up, I was pretty much doing like $120 a week.
Oh, yeah. I guess.
It was like a week I didn't go in, so I had like $200-$300 on my card, and so it was just sitting there forever in
That's
line.
a real expense. Wow.
Yeah, I know. But it cost me $12 a day.
Yeah, that's
Metro.
a real expense.
But if you think about gas, it would have cost. Just gas and time.
I don't know if I pay $120 a week in gas, but it could be somewhere around there. But
because a fill up for me is 93 gas, right? So that's $80
okay.
right there. One fill up is $80. Not to mention wear and tear, oil changes, right? So like just that component is almost worth the saving. And also the road rage. I don't do well with traffic because people lack common sense, especially in this area. I feel like it's like you're either Corey Holcomb, the driver for Miss Daisy, or
that was Miss Daisy's driver's name.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. You said Corey Holcomb. I'm like, that's the comedian.
Is it? Okay. No, hold on.
Corey Holcomb is the comedian. Be like, bitch, and then
hold on.
He ended up punching a woman in the face and ruining his life.
I said that too quick then. It's Hokey Colburn. That's what it is.
I would have never remembered that.
Yeah, it's Hokey Colburn. I was like, yo, I guess because he's more known. I guess I defaulted to Corey. Yeah, Hokey Colburn. Hoke. Hokey Colburn.
Yeah, that's a terrible name.
But it's like that or Tokyo Drift. Like it's one or the other. Like people do like the most. They be like speeding, cut you off, drive on the shoulder. It's like you're not original. Everyone's trying to do that. You be at the light. Someone's in the right turn only. They cut left, and it's like okay,
Campus drive.
Bro.
Campus drive in the Duff Road.
Bro. No.
Both ways.
No.
It's that once that light rail gets up and going, it's gonna be awful.
No, I hate
because
it.
someone
I
is
hate
always in the turning lane that wants to go straight.
Oh, me too.
Both ways.
And see, the thing is, it's funny because initially when it first got released, I guess I will say it like that, I was in the right lane. But then someone started going straight and wouldn't let me over. And I was like, but I'm in the right. So because I'm a local now, I just get in the right lane. And I'm that guy now who's not letting people over. Because it's like, look, this is what I have to, this is how I need to survive in my neighborhood. Because I can't get over. And you only have so much distance before you got to make that right turn. Mm-hmm. So it's like, well, I'm just going to get over it. I'm sorry. Like honestly, what they need to have is like, they should have put the like sidewalk further out so that way that lane ends. And then, because everyone stays in that right lane and goes straight. It's very rare where you see somebody take a right turn.
It is such a cumbersome intersection right now.
No, it's crazy.
It is terrible every time.
It was bad before too, and then it just got worse. So it's like I'm not looking forward to this train being here, but it is what it is.
I hope they do the bars.
I hope not. That'd be worse.
The light rail in Baltimore, when it goes over the street, it's a bar. It comes down.
They can't do a bar.
They can do a bar, and they probably should do a bar.
They should, but that would just be so much more annoying because like traffic literally, especially in the afternoon, like in the evening, like when I used to like drive home, like at 5 o'clock, I could be literally, let's say like 4 houses down. It'll take me half an hour to get to my house.
Fair, yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I see my house. Like I almost want to park on the side of the street and just walk to the house.
Just wait, yeah.
And I'll come back and
get it. Come back and get it, yeah.
Because it's just like, bro, I'm right there. And then nothing worse when I get like right at the driveway and someone is like, doesn't move up enough. And I'll be like, bro, let me just get in my driveway, bro. Like, I'm just trying to get in my house.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It is bad.
The intersection is pretty bad. And I hope it gets better because that's fucking awful.
It's garbage. But, I mean, that's pretty much been with me. Just home, playing Power World.
I didn't know that was still a thing.
Well, so they won their case against Nintendo.
Okay.
And because of that, they were able to now release their update. So now they have a new update, couple new islands, couple new pals.
Is it still mobile as well? Or is it just... No, it was never mobile.
No, it was never mobile.
It was on like the Xbox Live and stuff like that, right?
It's still on Xbox Live because one of my friends, he is playing it on live and the rest of us are playing it on our computers. So, and we're all on the same server. We're all building and catching pals together and stuff like that. But it's interesting. It's really like I could spend hours on it. It's actually really, there's a lot of like itches that it itches, or scratches, I guess. And like you can build stuff, you can collect stuff, you can find stuff. Like so, it's like it's always something you could be doing, like exploring, material finding. Like there's different things. Like even earlier, I was like trying to find stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'm bored with it. I'm gonna go build something, and I built something for like an hour.
Like shelter? Or,
yeah, like a house and stuff like that.
But that means that someone can come along and like knock down your shit.
Well, it depends on how you set it up. Like right now, I have one game that's in my own personal server. I'm the only one there. No one's coming to destroy it.
Okay.
But you could go into like a public server and somebody could attack you. And of course, they would be probably somebody who spent a lot of money and so like you probably could.
They're leveled up and then you can just do all kinds of.
Mm-hmm. But they have it now also where you can bring your animal. I mean, like get your pals from different games. So let's say in my game, I caught like Godzilla, right? I could then, let's say if you created one, you're a beginner, I could come in with Godzilla and be like...
Just destroy everything.
Well, I could. You know, so like then at that point, it's not advantageous to really be destroying. It's just like, oh, this is somebody's base, cool. Let me keep...
No, I want to be a jerk, so I'm going to...
You could.
Hulk smash everything.
But that's when they could come back. Because a lot of stuff is like materials collecting and stuff. Like so like they could take your stuff. So it's like, in a way, it's like, you know, yeah, you could do it, but then they could just team back up and take all your stuff. So it'd be a little annoying. But Power World's fun. I've been playing that. And then, yeah, just been chilling. I haven't really much else, I think. What was yourself?
Had the week off. Did a lot of coming and going, trying to figure out a different way to figure out things that I've been doing without giving too many details. Just trying to figure some stuff out. I did see some girls steal toilet paper out of Walgreens. That was fascinating.
Oh.
I don't know what happened on the inside, but the reason I know they were stealing is because of what they did on the outside. So I pull up, going in there to pick up, I don't know, a prescription for my mother or something like that. And then I see 2 black girls coming out. Both of them had 2 handfuls of the 24 packs of toilet. Both of them had 2 of those. And they walk really fast across the parking lot. And they both hop in the back seat of a car. And then the car just pulls off. And I was like, the one girl, the reason I know that they were stealing is because the one girl made eye contact with me and never looked away from me. And that was like guilt and shame showing up. Like, he knows we did this. And then I saw another black dude walk out of the store in the other direction. And then he walked up the street because it's like at an intersection. And then he walked to the sidewalk, across the grass to the sidewalk. And then he walked up the street. And that car that they got out in basically went around the corner. And I just sat in my car. I was like, I think they were stealing. And I think that dude. So I waited. He walked up the street a little outside of the view of the camera, if you will. And that car that came out, he got in that car. And I was like, oh, they just committed a caper. And he was probably the distraction in the store for the clerk to work with him while they can grab whatever they need to grab. Yeah. And I was just like, committing crimes and shit is wrong. However, if they pulled that off successfully, kudos to them. Teamwork. They had a plan. They executed. They pulled it off. Only thing that really caught them up was the one girl just kept making eye contact with me. She made it hot. So if I was a cop, I'd have been like, what y'all doing? Y'all doing something. Because she just kept looking at me. She never broke eye contact with me until they got into the car.
Yeah. No, you can't do that. You got to be kind. You got to act natural with urgency.
Definitely had the urgency down packed. They were swiftly with, 40.
I mean, toilet paper would be expensive, bro.
Life be expensive, bro.
Yeah, they do.
Life itself is just like, yo. I finally changed my address. So I now currently live where I've been living at for like the past 6-7 years, right? Before then, I was living somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
And as a result, me doing it at work, it had me update my tax allowances. And it looked different since the last time I did it. And I was just like, what is, I don't know. So I just put like the lowest numbers available. And I was just like, I just shot myself in the foot. Now I'm not going to get any breaks. I'm just going to be paying like all the taxes out of my check. So now my check's going to be smaller. And in fact, it was. And it was just like, oh, you dumbass. Now you don't have more money. Yeah. Even though, top of the year, you got to pay back money. But still, like having it week to week is a lot more helpful than just having it in March, April.
Yeah, I used to know this girl used to like purposely like toggle it back and forth depending on.
It used to be real easy. Like it's not as easy.
Yeah, she'd like do it every other week. I mean, every other month type.
Yeah, like if you do, half the year it's one thing and then half the year is zero, it kind of balances out. You still may owe, but like you're not in the hole. Yeah. But like it was really simple. Federal allowances, state allowances. That's not how it asks. It poses it differently. So like you'd be like, what?
Yeah, honestly, what I wish they would do is educate people better in the high schools where they teach you how to do tax forms. It doesn't have to be like a full-fledged, like a year-long course, but just allow for you to like opt in. And like, because I swear that's another reason why I don't like doing jobs is because I don't want to have to fill out my tax forms again. Like the update, like my allowance. Well, I don't want to do any of that. I don't know. Like I swear to this day, I still gotta call like my mom and be like, "Yo, what am I supposed to put here?" Like I mean, like I don't, but I'm able to figure it out. But it's still just like it's just so daunting because I'm unfamiliar with it because I only touch it like once.
You only touch it once. Once you've been at the job forever, you're not touching it no more.
In my case, 12 years. Yeah, so it's like it's been a long time since I last did my forms. So it's like I don't know anything. Like what I'm saying. So it's like I'm going into it stupid, and I don't want to have it where it's like, oh, we're gonna audit you, and it's like, what did I do?
That could happen, but under this term, under these, under this administration, it's probably
that's also another thing too. Every like 4 years, it could change too. Like right, so it's like even what you were used to could be totally different later on. So it's like it's just weird.
That is definitely it was a learning curve. I felt like an idiot looking at it, like what?
But that's why I wish they. I always said that. Like instead of like home ec, teach me about taxes.
Yeah, I had to squint my eyes and look at the screen like, what does this mean? Like it just was different. Actually, one of the maintenance men on my property, cool dude, we have familiarity with some of the same people in real life. Oh, and then we were just like talking and he mentioned he used to work at Foot Locker. And I was like, I worked at Foot Locker too. And he was like, when did you work there? So he's older than me, but like we were there at the same time. So we know some of the same people. And then we were talking about like, how we used to like use Foot Locker to like satiate our economic needs because there were hustles and stuff to it. And then like, I think I got another level of respect from him because like, you don't know about people, right? You really don't know their story unless they share it. And then I told him that. I was like, yeah, remember, did y'all used to do blah, blah, blah? And he was like, my nigga, and gave me like the big, oh shit, yeah. Like, it was just one of those like, it was a moment of like camaraderie that happened. It was just like, nah, you legit, bro. Like, you're a legit one because like I knew about that. And that was kind of cool. And that was just a way to work around taxes. We used to do it was just like every retail, I know I mentioned it to you before what we used to do, but like every retail experience, you've got your way to like work around the within the confines, like the employer would hate it. And you would get fired if the employer found out you did it. But according to the paperwork, everything was fine.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, there's definitely ways to finagle. I mean, there's definitely ways you can get around it.
Yeah. The good old days when the dollar stretched further and you can get a sandwich from Subway for like $6.25 for a foot long.
Yo, when I used to work at Circuit City, the Subway in the parking lot used to give us discounts just because I worked at Circuit City. Like, I don't even think they do that type of stuff anymore. You know, like I guess like shopping center camaraderie. No. People like, yeah, I'd walk in with my Circuit City shirt, my polo. And like, oh, you get the 10% off. I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah. Now, mind you, it's a $5 sandwich. So,
but still,
yeah, it's still, but 50 cents.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
That's a win. Like it's just like, and then you go back because I know I'm gonna get the hookup. Even if I don't get the hookup, I'm going back because I might get the hookup.
I can't tell you how many times I've eaten chicken teriyaki from fucking Subway working at Circuit City, yo.
Yeah, my joint.
Sweet onion chicken teriyaki.
My joint was
cheese blend bread.
Oh, you still know it?
Yeah, because I hate Subway, but it was a 10% off.
My joint was a seafood and crab or turkey, and it was a girl. Yeah. It was a girl that worked there, and she thought I was cute. So in the mall, I would walk over there. If I didn't see her, I'd just go back to work. But if she was there, I would go over there, and like I was getting like triple meat, bro. I'm paying the price for the regular sandwich, but she was just like giving it to me.
No, I love having like a hookup at a food joint, yo. Because they'll bless you.
Make it all worth it.
For it.
Yeah, make it all worth it. Just like.
But I feel like it's more sweet when it's female with a male customer versus the other way around.
And then it's creepy.
Yeah, because I feel like, hey, I'm gonna give you this extra meat.
We usually only give you 3 slices of cheese, but I'm gonna give you 4.
I don't know if I ever shared. One time I was at like a Quiznos, and I remember this guy was like, "I'm gonna give you some extra bacon, because you're cute." And I was like,
"Nigga, what?"
That was his game. Like he was like, "I'm gonna give you some extra bacon," and it was just like, with like extra 2 slices, like
you took it though.
I mean, she did.
I mean,
but he was using it as a way, whereas I feel like even like in this situation, like she wasn't like, I'm gonna give you triple meat because I want you to give me your meat.
That's what she wanted. Like the girl
told me
that. She told me that.
And he was like, I'm gonna give you this extra meat because like, hey. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, use what's in your arsenal.
Listen. If Quiznos existed today, and it still tasted good, because what happens is when private equity buys these companies and the quality of the food items goes down. But if Quiznos was still around today, I think I'd be a better man overall. If I could have had Quiznos throughout the duration of my life, up until I'm 46, I think I'd have turned out a better person. Quiznos was delicious.
But dog, they lost me when they first came out with the rat. Remember the rat?
It wasn't even a rat, but yes.
It was possum.
It was everything.
Yeah.
Everything with teeth.
That's a better way to describe it. But I was literally talking about this when I went to Stan's the other day. I was like, Quiznos. I was like, and then I mentioned the rat, and they were like, what? And I was like, oh, and I showed it. And then, I was like, Quiznos! And they were just like, yo. Weird times.
Delicious sandwich.
But then I eventually was like, I'm talking all this shit, let me go. And I went and I was like, oh, they're actually all right. Like, and I didn't mind their cookies. The cookies were good. And I was like, oh, this is actually all right.
Quiznos was that one. That one. Love me some Quiznos, man.
Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, no, I hate Subway though. I just throw it back. I just want to make it known.
Just for the record.
Well, because I've never gone to Subway and been like, I'm glad I ate here. Ever.
What fast food place have you ever said, I'm glad I picked this one today?
Five Guys. Hands down.
Okay.
One of my favorite spots.
You can do you feel okay after eating it? Because usually when I eat Five Guys, I'm like, I shouldn't have done that.
Well, I mean, usually if I'm doing it because it's now like $30 to get like a burger and fries, it's like, this is my treat. I want this, right? So like, I probably will schedule my day so that's the big meal. Mm-hmm. Like, so I'll probably do it for like a lunch, probably have something light for breakfast, and then I won't need a dinner. So I won't feel bad. Now, Cinnabon is a place that's instant regret. I've never gone to a Cinnabon and been like, I made a healthy choice or I made a good choice. Like, there's just instant regret. Like, this is so thick. Cinnabons, any cinnamon bun, but Cinnabon is the thickest. Like, you might as well just eat a watermelon. I don't know, like something big, like something condensed, because it's just gonna lay there.
I went to I don't know if it was Wetzel's Pretzels, one of those pretzel mall kiosk joints, and I got the pepperoni bites. And I was like, yeah, let me get a pepperoni bite. And then he was like, you want something to drink? And I was like, yeah, give me lemonade. That shit was $13.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is fucking amusement park prices, because the pretzel bites was $9. Look, and I'm just like, you only get a dipping sauce. Like, it's just $9 for a pretzel bite.
Let me tell you. So not too long ago, for a birthday celebration, we went down to the museums, right? And everything in DC is so exorbitantly expensive. Mm-hmm. So we went to this place on Eastern Market. It's like a cafe type joint. So I ordered a breakfast sandwich, right? It's like a brioche bun, a side salad, which is honestly just like loose, like mixed greens with like a tomato on it, right? It was, it was like, why am I having
shredded carrots?
But it was breakfast, so it's like, why does this have a, anyway? It's like you guys just didn't know, what to do with this extra space on the plate. But it was like a brioche joint. It had egg, bacon, and avocado, right? I get the sandwich. I had to look to the side of it because I was like, "Where's the sandwich?" Oh. That's how thin it was. Like, you remember like the Mickey Mouse where he was like where they're cutting the bread and you could see through it. That's the level of egg, avocado, and bacon it was, right? That shit was $20.
Did y'all go to, what was the sandwich shop?
Le Pain.
I knew it started with a L.
Yeah,
I knew it started with a
Le Pain something.
Shit.
And I was like, what the fuck? Then we went to another place at the National Art Museum, right? A bottle of water, and it was a turkey sandwich. So pretty much it's just turkey and cheese on bread, right?
Bread.
Pre-made. No sauces, no nothing, right? That shit cost like $21. The bottle of water was $3.50, bro.
Dasani.
I think it was like Kirkland. It wasn't even like,
it was museum brand water.
Bro, it was like Deer. Let's say it was Deer Park. I think it was Deer Park.
Okay.
Right. $3.50. And I was like, yo, I could go to Costco right now. And I was like, I hate to sound like the guy. I always sound like I'm cheap, right? But like, I'd be like, yo, I could go to Costco right now, spend $6 and get a 24-pack.
Nigga, I can go to Target for $3.50 and get a 24-pack.
Bruh. And that's with the Deer Park. Yeah, if I want to get Kirkland, I could probably get 4.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could drop it lower. Even I could probably go to the dollar store and get like water. You know what I'm saying?
You can get a case of water, 8 of them, $2.
So like when I see it, I'm like, yo, this is ridiculous. Yo. Like the markup is crazy. Actually, it was funny. So at Eastern Market, right? I'm actually talking about this guy. So we're walking through the actual like on, I guess, like Pennsylvania Avenue, not the market, not the Union Market, but like the Eastern Market itself, where the Metro is. And they have these like shops set up, right? So I'm walking through, just checking them out. And this guy has pre-bottled alcoholic drinks. So like a Gatorade bottle, right?
Okay.
And it's like different, he has like his marketing, he has like the label on it. It's like, pre-meat, like mojito, Guess how much the drink was around?
So we're talking a regular, are we talking a fat Gatorade?
Like 20 ounce at best. 20 ounce mojito from a street ninja named Mo.
From Mo's Mojitos.
Mm-hmm.
$24.
$35.
Niggas.
It wasn't even refrigerated, bro. It's out here just loose in the air. It's on a shelf. Pre-made. Now he has like the ingredients where it's like, oh, it has this much alcohol. Does it? I didn't see you make any of this.
Did he have like a
fucking vat, like a cauldron somewhere? Just
no, he's doing it in the bathtub. That's how he makes it. That's how he makes his right after he take a shower, he clean it out. He seasons it with some Ajax. God damn. Then he pours all his ingredients in there. What did he have, like a kiosk? Did he have a booth, or was he just selling out his backpack?
One of those, those like tents that you buy, like that you assemble up. He had like IKEA, like a ladder shelf.
Just selling them outside.
No refrigeration.
No permits. Just out here selling. No,
and that's what like we were talking. I was like, he probably don't even have permits. But I was like, but it's still like, and maybe it's under a certain alcohol limit. I don't know.
I don't think you can just freely sell alcohol.
They were selling like fruits and vegetables too. So I don't know if you guys have a license for that either, right?
Alcohol is different, but
no, I agree. But I'm just like, I think all of it was just Wild Wild West. It's just like, oh, I'm here with stuff and I'm gonna sell it. There's one lady. She had like, those bead necklace bracelets that people have. And I was like, oh, what's that look? You know, how much you charging them joints for? Got so much.
Just the regular old circular bead.
The beaded circular jumps.
$35.
No, close. It was 2 for $35.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm like, ma'am.
Do you enjoy your meat tasting? Because I sure do. And if you want flavor that hits differently, check out hooksrub.com. Use promo code JUDGE and get 10% off your order. That's JUDGE for 10% off, because bland meat should absolutely be judged.
That was good. That was great. Hooksrub.com. Use our promo code JUDGE at checkout.
I go on Amazon right now, buy the beads, and make 1,000 bracelets.
Yeah, it is so hard to make a way anymore because you have to charge unreasonable prices to even make any sort of money.
And I get it. It's like, I appreciate your thought for business, but it's like that bracelet is not worth $20. Like I can't in my mind justify that.
Yeah, I've recently purchased like t-shirts from local brands. Some of the t-shirts, the material is different, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But like cotton polyester blend t-shirts, $45. And I'm just like,
I know for a fact this shirt doesn't cost more than like 10, and then whatever you added onto it, maybe 5, like $10.
I don't love it because if I see a t-shirt in I go in, I don't know, Abercrombie, I go in Old Navy, I go in, if I see a t-shirt for $45, I'm never going to buy it. No. But because it's like local and small, that's why I like give into it. But at the same time, like, it's got to be a better way because like we're all trying to squeeze, blood out of a rock. Yeah. And slice up $1 bill into more than 100 different ways. But it's like there's no way to really make profit because everybody's squeezing blood out of a rock at every angle. And it's just, it sucks. Like life right now sucks. I don't know if you're out there watching or listening, just know. It sucks for you just like it sucks for me, just like it probably sucks for her, Nygel. Like life sucks. But you have us here at the Don't Judge Me podcast to make you feel better about your life choices. So listen to us, feel better. Mm-hmm. Join us in judgment. 202-642-9398. Mm-hmm. I watched Versus, and it was Dono Jones. You remember Dono Jones? Yeah. It happened Thursday, so I've seen some clips of it.
Wait, this still goes on?
Yeah. It's no. I think Timbaland and Swiss Beats has nothing to do with it anymore. They got bought out after they did a partnership with whatever that streaming bootleg service was a couple years back. No, it wasn't Tubi. It was some other. It was a web app, right? That did like streaming, and then now Complex and Apple TV have a partnership with it. Oh, okay. So it's basically like they go to a venue. I think the venue is in LA, and then they have the artist perform. Like the one I saw before this was B2K and Pretty Ricky. And historically, I would say like B2K is a better act. Okay. But the difference is everybody's 40 now. So those B2K songs about being a gentleman and holding doors and falling in love, the audience don't give a fuck about that. They want to hear that freaky, pretty Ricky shit about grinding and bumping and flipping and slurping. So like they crushed them. All right, the little cute choreography of B2K, like that don't work. It just don't. But it was Joe and Donell Jones, right? And here's the thing. Donell Jones has great music. He's got plenty of songs that we have sung along to, and the turn of the millennium, like the 106 in Park era, Donell Jones was like the guy. Yeah. But the thing nobody really knew about Donell Jones is he's not a good singer. Oh. His songs sound good, and the reason, like during the verses, you would just like he was holding the mic out to the crowd more than he was actually singing. His voice just doesn't carry well, and you could say like it's because he's old, he didn't take care of his voice. Drugs, alcohol, whatever. No. Look up Donell Jones' performances from like BET Spring Bling in 2002. On the Monique show in like 2000. He couldn't sing then either. Like Donell Jones could never sing. It's just that as a recording artist, he sounds great.
Well, yeah, because technology.
They tracked his voice and they auto-tuned it or whatever. In real life, nah, dude ain't worth it. Yeah. Dude ain't worth it. But Joe, that's a singing ass nigga. No, I know. Joe is still singing. He was singing with fronts in his mouth. Like Joe was just blowing him out of the water. And Joe has like more music because he's been around since like the early 90s. Yeah. So he's had a longer history of like making songs. So it was a quality versus, but Donell Jones, man, is just like, it's like he never took the time to really like learn how to use his voice. He's just been getting over as a great songwriter because he's written a lot of songs.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't know he wrote Usher's first song. All the Time I Think of You, Holding On to Someone New. I don't know the actual title of the song.
Okay.
But it was like, this was a song in 1994. He wrote that. And it's just like, that's crazy. Donald Jones has been around forever.
Yeah.
He just could never sing.
No. Well, I mean, it's not surprising. Because, I mean, you have people, like, when you think about, like, the first one that comes to mind was, like, Ashanti, right?
She got better at singing. You're right. You're right.
But it's like, you know, like, you really look at it, it's like, oh, it's like you really riding the strength of the samples that you had, right? Like, it's like your songs aren't actually good. It's because you're using good songs as your template and then rock from there. And then, like you said, she did get better. But
yeah, she took the performance aspect serious, and she got better at it.
Yeah, I mean, but you should. I mean, like, at that point, you have the money and resources. You might as well lean into it.
Yeah, because, like, this becomes your career after a while. You're no longer a recording artist. You're not making new music. You're touring and, you know, performing at gigs and events and festivals, singing the songs we all know and love. So get good. So that way we want you to come back again and again and again.
Well, especially, too, because, like, concert tickets are so stupid. And, like, I was looking at Charlie...
XCX? Or Charlie Wilson?
Wilson.
Okay.
It's supposed to be at the MGM.
Okay.
In October. I wanted to go. It's like $600 a ticket.
To sit in MGM?
That's what I'm saying. And so I was like, who's Charlie think he is? I was like, it was like, I think it was either $600 a ticket or $600 for 2 tickets. And I was just like, either way.
2 tickets sounds reasonable.
It's better.
It's better, but
still, like, it wasn't like, it wasn't even like it was like front row at that point. Like, it's like you're sitting front. And so I'm like, all right, well, I gotta pay almost $1,000 because you gotta think, even if you go, you're gonna probably get food. You're dropping $1,000.
You're gonna pay money.
Yeah, you're probably dropping $1,000 easy. And I was just like, yeah, I don't think Charlie Wilson is worth $1,000. Like, and that not saying that he isn't a talented person. Kudos to you, Charlie, but because we're on a first name basis now, since you want to, charge $1,000.
Actually, Charlie Wesley Wilson.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Say his whole name.
CWW.
Yeah,
Charlie
whole name.
So it's like, bruh, but like, like then you look at like, like, let's say like and again, nothing against Charlie Wilson, but it's like a name brand, right? Like, let's say like a Beyonce, right? They want like a $5,000 ticket, you know what I'm saying? Like, or something crazy. And it's like, hold on now.
You gotta get those tickets on Afterpay or Klarna. Like, there's no.
Like, I'm not taking a loan out to go to a performance.
People do it.
No, I know they do.
People do it.
But like, I love comedy shows. I would go to a comedy show and drop like a drop of a hat, right? Like, I love going to shows, but they are also asking for a crazy amount of money. And if I'm going to go to a show, I don't want to watch it on the Jumbotron because it's like, well, I could just wait till it comes out on HBO or Netflix and watch it on the Jumbotron, my TV at home. So it's like, I need to be close. And if I got to get up close, I'm dropping $1,200 for 2 tickets. That's stupid.
You're not wrong.
It just gets back to like, the stuff is just crazy.
Stuff is just crazy.
Yeah.
And you mentioning comedy shows just has me thinking, I'm just going to jump into my internet on trial a little bit early because it ties in. So
sure.
I want to take you back to 2004.
Okay.
I want you to think about 2004, and I'll give you a couple things to kind of put you in the mind frame of 2004. All right? Mm-hmm. In 2004, W. Bush was our president.
Okay.
Drake and Josh had just premiered.
Oh, wow.
The Patriots won the Super Bowl, and it was the same year that Janet Jackson's titty made YouTube the most popular site in the world.
Yeah, because everybody wanted to see that titty.
Right. The Facebook is launched by Mark Zuckerberg for Harvard students. Osama bin Laden was still releasing mixtapes out of the cave, like giving threats and shit. I used to call them the bin Laden mixtapes. The Cicada Brood X, they first came out of the ground in 2004.
Okay.
On the East Coast. The final episode of Friends aired, and Fantasia Barrino won American Idol season 3.
Okay.
2004. Lance Armstrong won his 6th consecutive Tour de France.
Okay.
And, since then, he's been ostracized from the world. Just go back to where 2004 was. The Malice at the Palace happened between the Pistons and the Pacers. 2004.
Okay.
This was also the last year for the Montreal Expos before they became the Washington Nationals the next year.
Oh.
Yep, they came from Montreal.
I didn't know that.
The current host of Jeopardy, Ken Jennings, he lost his first game after 74 consecutive wins on Jeopardy in 2004.
Huh. Okay.
And Bronny James, now in his third year of the NBA, was born in October of 2004.
Okay.
A much simpler time, right? We were watching American Idol. We were still hearing about the mythical bin Laden. You know, September 11th happened, but like, you know, it was just, we weren't inundated with such massive amounts of content and news and information. We were still using our devices. Facebook hasn't really existed for the world yet. It's just for some college kids. Like, we weren't so massively controlled by the devices in our pockets back in 2004.
Yeah.
Also in 2004, Dave Chappelle released a comedy special. And that comedy special was called For What It's Worth.
Okay.
And within that comedy special, Dave Chappelle said this, and this is my internet on trial. As simple as this was, as funny and hilarious as this may be, I think we could use this today.
Yeah, man, they would. But I'm like, for real, why you care so much what the Dixie Chicks say? It's not like they political scientists or nothing. They just bitches that can sing good. You know what I mean? Stop worshiping celebrities so much. Just don't listen, pay attention. I remember right around September 11th, Ja Rule was on MTV. That's what they said. They said, we got Ja Rule on the phone. Let's see what Ja's thoughts are on this tragedy. Who gives a fuck what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this, nigga? This is ridiculous. I don't want to dance. I'm scared to death. I want some answers that Ja Rule might not have right now. You think when bad shit happens to me, I'll be in the crib like, oh my God, this is terrible. Could somebody please find Ja Rule, get hold of this motherfucker so I can make sense of all this. Where is Ja? Add me Ja Rule.
So my question is, where is Ja Rule?
You know,
because
I haven't heard anything from him.
If Ja Rule had an opinion about everything that's going on right now in comparison to 2004, I think we'd be better off. I want to know, where is Ja Rule? Internet, can you tell me where Ja Rule is? Jury, the members out there, all of you watching and listening, reach out to Ja Rule, ask him what he thinks of the world today. I think it's important that we get an opinion from Ja Rule at a time like this. Shit's hard. Mm-hmm. I want Ja Rule to come to our rescue right now. I want the most unnecessary thing that could ever come about for the American citizens to fix this shit. Yeah. Shit's rough. But if Ja Rule had the answers right now, I think we'd be better off.
Yeah, I mean, he chimed in on 9/11. So, I mean, I feel like, you got, I mean, the world's spiraling. So.
It's spiraling. I think if you think about from September 11th to 2004, like, things got a little bit better, minus the Osama bin Laden mixtapes. But
look, can I tell you, actually, we was talking about 9/11 the other day, which is wild. But we was talking about something, it was like, yeah, I remember I was like in elementary school, and I was like, I was in college. Like, I remember sitting and trying to reach people because the infrastructure, the phone infrastructure
was done.
And it's like, I don't know, it's just crazy that we was talking about it. But yeah, world's a shit show. Ja Rule needs to chime in. Let us know what his thoughts are. How can we improve? How can I be able to afford water in DC?
Ja Rule should be the Miss Cleo of 2026. Call me now. Mm-hmm. That was more DMX, but whatever. Like,
still great.
50 Cent, Tony Yayo, and Uncle Murder, they were on the Verses performing with Joe because they've got 2 songs. And when I saw that, I was like, where the fuck is Ja Rule? Where is Ja Rule? The G-Unit sneakers came back out this week. Sold out.
Oh, I believe it.
Sold out. Where's Ja Rule?
Yeah.
We need Ja Rule at a time like this. This is the time for Ja Rule. He can release a song.
Yeah,
he can give commentary.
You know what? I would love a song. I mean, I feel like a lot of artists, they go into hiatus and then they drop a random. Remember Brian McKnight when he came out with that, like, what's that?
Show you how your pussy works.
Yeah. Like, I need that equivalent of a Ja Rule song.
I need a Ja Rule record right now. I need answers from Ja Rule. He's the only one that can fix this shit right now.
I need to know what's popping. Even like who was another random that came out with a silly song. Oh, I just had my mind, but then I heard the bike, and I thought it was the racing on DC, and I was like, them motherfuckers is lost. Will Smith, that was another one.
Oh yeah, he did have a song last year sometime.
Jumps or something. It's like, boy,
yeah, he had a song.
You don't get no joints.
it was like Welcome to Miami-ish, but it was girls, something like that.
Yeah, it was like, bruh, like you were 60. Like,
I want the Ja Rule remix to that song. That's what I want.
He could.
Ja Rule. Like this is an honest and earnest request. We would love to hear from Ja Rule. If any one of you out there knows where Ja Rule is or can point us into the direction of Ja Rule, please reach out. dontjudgepod@gmail.com or give us a call at 202-642-9398. Ja, if you're watching, huge fan over here. We'd love to hear anything you have to say about the structure and what's happening in society today. I think the world needs healing, and Ja Rule is the only one that can do it.
I agree with that. I feel like it'd be a good, or like even like a random interview. Like sometimes like you have these people who don't know people, and like, hey, so what's bringing you to Brooklyn today? Oh, what would I do without my baby? And then, he has his baby next to him because it's just weird, and everyone else knows that it's Ja Rule,
but the person doesn't. Right.
And then it's like, oh, so tell me about yourself. What do you do? Oh, I rap. Oh, like SoundCloud, something like that. And just have that random interaction. And then he steals her candy and runs away. I don't know, something. I need something really off the wall.
Nah, he pull out his chain. Like it was tucked in, and then he just pull it out, and then he'll say
murder.
It's murder. That's what the chain will say. It's murder.
It's murder.
Holla. Yeah, just Ja Rule.
Or even that'd be better. Let's say I hope it doesn't happen, but somebody is murdered, right? And he's walking by, like, oh, so what are you thinking about the verdict today? It's murder. And he's like, yes, it was.
Throwing up the
Yes, it was in fact murder. Do you think that they got the appropriate amount of time? I don't know why he'd be in a court just chilling. Maybe something to do with the fire festival or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we forgive him for all that.
I'm not.
No one holds that against him.
I'm just saying why he was at the courthouse. Like he got to be there for a reason. He ain't just hanging out at courthouses. I hope not. Maybe that's where he's been. I wouldn't be surprised if he come back and he'd be like, yeah, I'm a lawyer now. I was doing side quests heavy. You looking like Snoop and T-Pain. They be doing side quests. I feel like once you get money, you just start doing shit.
Yeah, I think he should be doing shit for the people. He's been quiet for too long.
Yeah.
I mean that shit. Ja Rule's been quiet for too long. Speaking of murder,
But to kill this joke, let's go.
Hayden Panettiere, she died.
Yeah, I know.
And my first thought was, so who gave her the drugs? Because that's how that shit works.
In my delusional mind, I was like, but I didn't get my shot. I was next. So close. I almost got her. Darn.
I was right there.
She would have been Mrs. Taylor.
I 100% thought when I heard she died, I was like, all right, so she OD'd, but did she do this to herself? Or did someone else do this to her?
No, and even then, because I didn't know she even had problems like that. And then, of course, now that she's passed, everyone's talking to all her shit out there. And I was like, oh, shit, she was struggling. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And I didn't know if I was a bad person for all right, so who gave her the drugs? Because I know, they had to tell me anything else. I was just like...
No, because the way they talk about it, because it's also one of those things yeah, they died. Well, how? Died. Okay, but what?
Cardiac arrest.
Cardiac arrest. It's always so drugs. Generic where it's all right, so someone killed her via drugs, or she killed herself.
Right.
But usually if it's they died in a car accident, or the brain aneurysm, they would say that. But if it's something where it's
cardiac arrest. No, drugs. No, drugs.
Yeah, no, just overdosed or was made to overdose.
Always overdose. Just and I question myself, why am I thinking this? Because that's how it works. That is exactly how it works. It sucks that she lost her life.
Yeah.
But, it kind of works away. And I leaned into that.
I could have saved her.
It's murder.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah, but that's sad. I was sad to see that. Because, it's one of those things, too, when you see it online, right? And it's that can't be true. she has so much life to live. And it's like, oh no, it is. Yeah, some people will post, also silly stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's like, or like the wrongs. Like for example, and this is just me geeking out, but remember when Spock, Leonard Nimoy passed?
Sure.
Like a long time ago.
Yeah, sure.
So there's a Vulcan, the character that he played, Spock. There's a black version on Voyager. And so when Spock died, they were like, rest in peace, but they put the black guy up. And I was just like, okay, y'all, wow. Like, but it was like, it's the Vulcan. So it's like, I guess but it's like, it's rude and racist, right? But it still was like, some people will post a picture of someone that like, let's say like Lawrence Fishburne passes and then post like Samuel L. Jackson. It's oh, okay. Like, I don't even know what I don't even know. Like, I don't believe the internet until I like have to verify and look it up. Like, until TMZ covers it, I don't know if it's true.
TMZ is, unfortunately, they are the burden of proof. Yeah. If they give the information, it's like, all right, I guess it really happened.
Yeah. So initially when I saw it, I was like, no, that can't be. I was like, she was like at 40, like at best.
36.
Oh yeah. I was like, no, that can't be. Sure was.
It's murder.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't murder. Maybe it was.
Yeah, it might have been.
I don't know.
She had a book coming out, or has out.
Okay.
About the inner workings of the movie industry.
I wonder who is the surveyor of her estate. If she has like, it's all ironed out or whatever. Cause
I feel like no. I feel like most people, especially like in our age bracket, don't have that. Like if I died today,
she's not exactly in my age bracket, but
I know. But I'm capping it like in a 10-year window at that point.
Okay.
I only use it as a bracket. Because the decade, like 80s and 90s. I guess you're technically 70s, right? So, or were you?
No, not quite. Not quite 70s. I was conceived in the 70s, but no, not.
I know you're on the cusp.
I am Generation X, though. I am Gen X. So.
I'm technically a millennial, and I hate it. I hate that label. Actually, I got called ADHD the other day.
ADHD?
Yeah, I have ADHD.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think that title itself, the spectrum ADHD, all of that, and everyone wants to be neurospicy. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't enjoy, like, I don't believe you, and I don't enjoy, like, everyone uses that as a reference for them being just a little different. Nigga, you normal. Your normal is not my normal.
Well, that's what it was like. Everyone has their own pocket. Like, staying, like, it's like, oh, you're out of pocket. It's like, well, this is my pocket.
I like that.
Yeah, my pocket. My pocket is my
pocket.
I'm
in my pocket.
Yeah, you're in your pocket. You're in your pocket.
Yeah,
we don't need to be in the same pants.
Yeah, I don't need a diagnosis.
No.
There's no reason to diagnose me. You find it quirky, cool.
Well, that's my thing, because I would never go to therapy. And nothing against it. I just personally don't see the benefit, right? I personally don't. And it's my pocket. Right?
Unless you get to the top level
the
therapist.
Top tier boss, right? And my thing is, I personally don't think it, but if you like, oh, you're this, I'm like, I guess. But you don't even know if I'm showing the real Nygel to you. So
you're not, they're not even qualified to call you that.
Well, but that's the thing too. Like, it's like, I have different, like, not personalities, because it sounds schizophrenic type of thing, but like,
sounds like a reason to go to therapy.
Yeah, but but like, I'm not gonna like even like I showed you earlier, I can't show that to everybody. And even then, like when I saw it, I was like, well, since you're here, you're gonna witness it. But I probably wouldn't have shared that because I was like, I don't know if Jake will think that's funny. I thought it was hilarious, but I wouldn't be able to send that to everybody.
Fair.
So even the reels, sometimes I literally had to be like, who would find this funny? Right?
I mean, you have to be subjective.
Exactly. But then for someone to be like, because I feel like therapy also doesn't work a lot of times. People aren't honest, right? You go to therapist because you want to portray a certain image and you want to fix that image, but you're not being your authentic self a lot of times. So it's like, well, how are you going to, get a result if you're not being true to who you are? Come in there and be like, man, I'm fucked up. Like I'm emotionally unstable. This is the reason why this is happening, because I do this. Well, you know your solution. You need to change those. Thanks for the time. Give me my money back. Now I'm oversimplifying it, but I mean, like, I just feel like, and this is my pocket, that it doesn't work.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with you. I think
it just doesn't work.
I think
for me,
nothing is the answer for everything, but so many people swear therapy is the answer and the solution. And I think counsel, period. I think counsel of people around you, whether it's the people that care about you, or a person that has an interest in you, or a person you pay. Like, I do think counsel itself is the answer, but not necessarily therapy for everybody and everything. Yeah. But like, living in your head is not the solution.
No. You definitely get sad. I'll say that. But like to your point, like get out, get some sun, interact with some people. You'll be better.
Yeah. Some people need medicine to be better.
Oh no, I agree with that.
Yeah, like some people.
I always tell my mom, I was like, yeah, they shut down them psych wards. Those people are out. They loose. Or even like you think about the school, like in high school.
Oh, the kids in the back of the hallway.
Yeah, them motherfuckers is out. They got jobs.
Yeah, they just freewheeling and dealing.
They out there. They don't separate. They separate them in high school, but then they let them free out after the fact. They're on that short bus Saturday, and then they out in the real world driving a Nissan. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, oh,
with Virginia tags.
Oh, stop. With a dented bumper.
And a dented side.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
And no license. But yeah,
that too.
They're out here. I got a question for you. Ja Rule, and then that led to Hayden Panettiere because she's dead, right?
Yeah.
It's murder. What if she then, or someone like her who passes away, then haunts a house?
Mm-hmm.
Your house is haunted. What are you going to do to go about addressing the issue of your house being haunted? You're going to just deal with it?
Oh, yeah, I'm dealing with it.
You're just going to have the ghost in the house. You're not going to try to do anything to remove it.
You can't touch me.
Well, you don't know.
Well, let's say they can.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, my love. What's up, Hayden? How's it going? Boo. Hey, boo.
Fair.
You gonna haunt me saying boo? Hey, boo. Back at you.
This is advantageous for Sir Nygel.
For me? I mean, my thing is like, there's like a clip I think from someone like Griffey Mine or something like that where it's like, you know how much I've paid on this house? I ain't moving out.
I heard a story. This white woman on a podcast, she was talking about her and her husband finally got the house of their dreams, right? 2 young kids. I don't know how young they were, but they were before school age. And then the house started doing weird shit. They kept seeing shadow men and this, and it just kept happening. Mm-hmm. And they would never move because this was the house of their dreams. But like shit was getting worse and worse and worse. Like a fire started in the middle of the house for no reason. It didn't destroy the house, but it burned up some shit.
That'd be annoying because now you're costing me money.
Like the air conditioning wouldn't work. It was just like stuff happening in the house, and they wouldn't ever give up the house. And then my thought was like, all right, maybe they want to address this by hiring like a priest or something to come. She did. She hired a priest to come bless the house. And the priest came and was just going to like bless the front door. She was like, nah, I need you to bless every entrance way in my house. We got to keep these ghosts at bay. And so, the priest comes through, do all the blessings, saying all the words, doing whatever. Priest leaves. The ghost is still there. What if the ghost wasn't Catholic to begin with, and he's just looking at you like you're dumbass? You wasting money.
But that is an alternative. Like it could be Buddhist or something. I mean,
it could be anything.
It could be anything.
You don't know what this ghost has going on.
Atheist.
The ghost is taking pictures of you, trying to get rid of him, and sending it to his ghost friends. Like, look at this dumbass, wasting all his goddamn. I'm still gonna be here, and that's what happened. The house is still haunted, and they're stuck because she won't sell it because it was her dream house.
I wouldn't sell it either. And now the only problem I would have is like if it's detriment, like where I'm getting like every time I walk down the stairs, it trips me. Then it's like, all right, bro. Like I mean, you can't do that because I'll eventually be in here with you. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's murder. That's the point. It's like you're trying to get an internal friend.
Yeah, it's trying to get a friend.
Yeah, like I don't think that's how it works, but. Like, I mean, if it's just like, let's say it pops his head in, I'd be like, initially I'd be like, I might have to get a strong heart because that's going to scare me a little bit. Mm-hmm. But after a while, I'd be like, man, get your ass out of here.
Okay.
That's how I would do it.
It's your house.
I mean, my thing is I just paid too much on it. And I can't imagine trying to sell it because he's just going to be an asshole.
That was the other part I thought about. I was like, if she tries to sell this house,
you got to disclose it.
She's selling the ghost house. She's just making this somebody else's property.
But there's also no guarantee that the ghost is going to stay.
The ghost could be with you.
Yeah, because like let's say you
could have brought something into the
your
house.
Your belonging and it's attached to your candle or something and you bring it to the new house. Then you got rid of your dream house to go live in an apartment or some shit.
With the same rude-ass ghost.
Yeah, rude-ass ghost. No, at that point, we're just going to be friends. What you need? You got some unfinished business or something? What's up?
I mean, that's a way of looking at it, but I think trying to rid yourself of a ghost that you know nothing about.
I think also
there's some mean is just like.
Also, it'd be problematic if it was like Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg and what's his face?
Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, and then like all of a sudden I'm chilling and it pops in me and like walks off with me. Now you stealing. That's where's the ghost police? You're stealing my body, bro. I can't have that.
You can't manage that. If the ghost is,
that's when it'd be like I need to find a solution.
Burn the house down.
Well, but then
with everything in it,
there's still no guarantee.
With everything in it.
Oh, maybe.
Like you got to lose all your shit.
Just imagine that the fire department comes up. I'm just sitting outside butt naked. You got everything.
No, you gotta go out and buy something, right?
You gotta buy something on Amazon and have it delivered.
And never bring it in the house.
And because my delivery man never leaves it at the door, it would be still technically in the yard.
And then you go outside, butt naked, go put it on,
and then set the house on fire, and then I'll be good. Yeah, because if it's violent or possessing me, then I'd have a problem. But I also wouldn't want to pass that on to someone else.
Yeah, you gotta burn it down and hopefully get that insurance money and start all over again.
Yeah, and then try to rebuild it and hope he didn't stay around.
No, you go somewhere else. You gotta go somewhere else. Can't come back here.
But imagine then though, you have the ghost and then there's a ghost house. Like the house itself follows the ghost. Like the house is like, how'd you do this to me? It's like, you could talk? Like
what if that's all the ghost wanted? I just needed a place to live, nigga.
Yo, I was homeless, bro. Good luck.
I need a place to live.
And you just see like look out your window, you just floating in the air with his house. Looking at you through his window. Yeah, like good looks, bro. I got a place to bring my ghost bitches here or something.
Like this was the party house when you had it.
Yeah, now look, dead ass.
Like, can't stop, won't stop,
nigga. We don't sleep.
Nigga made a ghost house.
Yeah, you see like Beethoven in there, like you'd be like, what the fuck? Like
and Martin Luther King. Like just walking in.
Yo, it's like that looked lit. Like you almost want to join. Like, hold on, what's going on in there?
Nigga just made a ghost house. You mad? Like,
yeah, no, bro, I would be mad. Actually, at that point, I'd be like, and you can't tell nobody that. Yeah, man, I set my house on fire to get rid of a ghost, and they actually have a ghost house, and Beethoven and Martin Luther King are outside partying and doing Jaeger bombs together. Shut your ass up.
Lines of ghost coke.
Yo,
like,
you be in a white room with padding, and they'll bring a psych ward back for you. You crazy. That'd be the most craziest thing. Beethoven, Martin Luther King, like Amy Winehouse or some shit. Like, just the fuck?
Ray Charles looking at you.
Yo, no, I got my eyes back. My sight was dead. Now everything works. Yo, that'd be crazy.
Man. We were waiting on this spot.
Yo, living it.
Nigga, let's go.
Yo, facts. But I'm gonna do my sermon and I'm gonna probably segue into the this PowerPoint. So
we are getting into the Sir Nygel sermon.
Because I'm ordained. So we went out the other day for a friend's birthday and paid the tab. And the judgment I have is that on the tab, they had gratuity and then they asked for tip. How dare you? Isn't that what the gratuity is for? My judgment is on establishments now expecting me to double pay on top of the payment. If my bill comes with $20 and I got to add taxes on there, right? That's another $1-ish. It's 6%.
6%.
So let's say a dollar or whatever the case. Let's say $1. And then you want to add 20% gratuity. So that's $2. No, $4. Right? Mm-hmm. Then you want to add another
tip.
20% tip. So is that now 20% on the 25? So that's $5, right? So now I'm at $30. Then not to mention now, and so you're looking at a $30 bill. I'm giving you $10.
And all you wanted was a chicken teriyaki sub from Subway.
Yo, that's crazy. Even what honestly gets me, like with Uber Eats and like Grubhub and what's the other one? Instacart. Mm-hmm. Or I don't know if they do food deliveries, but like my thing is, how dare you add all these extra costs on because I'm like, like that. This just stop. Why am I paying gratuity than tip? Why am I paying delivery charge, gratuity? No. Well, I guess in the delivery charge, tip, tax, and it's always compounded.
Well, it's always marked up first. So the price of the item is marked up, and then you pay.
Well, that too, because like even it was crazy too, because we were at this establishment. He like goes off, he's like, well, the happy hour is up until this point. And then we offer a bottle of blank for $85. I'm like, who the fuck is buying a bottle of alcohol? Like, what do you say? And $85
for the table?
No. Because I know right now the bottle was not worth $85.
Of course not. It's got to be marked up.
And that's what's crazy. Because even I was looking at something when I went to the stands. I ordered 2 drinks, right? Mm-hmm. Came to like $52. I mean, I could have made this at home. I could have had 2 full bottles and made this at home. Again, I sound cheap. I know I do. But it's the economic wisdom because it's like, bro, I could live plentiful. I could distribute this money and have way more experiences from it.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of gratuity plus tip. In my mind, I don't care how big my party is. The gratuity is the tip.
No, it is.
You're asking for more than the value of the listed value of the. This isn't marketplace stuff where you surprise.
Yeah.
$48 for Branzino. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't that. This is listed price. I pay that. And then you're also saying pay more because we serviced you. That's the agreement we all understand when you go to eat at a restaurant.
Here. Like, if I could make my own drinks, I would.
Yes.
Or I could, if you want me back in the kitchen, I'll cook it.
Yes.
But it's like, here you are, I'm at this establishment and you offer bigger groups, these tables, because you want more business. Mm-hmm. And if anything, he actually got gypped by adding the gratuity because I was going to tip more.
Well, apparently the gratuity is split between the front house staff. So the gratuity is split between the waiter or waitress, the barbacks, and the cleaning people. So, but the tip is specifically for the waiter or waitress.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, because like your establishment doesn't pay a rate that your employees can live off of. So you need extra money from your patrons so that these people can make more money. No, add more money to the price of the entree. Like, I'd rather pay more for the food than I would have to do math and feel like this person deserves more or less. Because, like, it's really about, did you like what they did or not?
Well, because my thing is also the problem was, and I'm just going to throw out like arbitrary numbers. Let's just say the bill was $200, right?
$200.
You add gratuity to that, right? That's 20%.
20%.
That's $40.
$40.
Right? Now, the way they phrased it was, well, 20% of $240, here's the tip. $240 is now, like $48. So you want me to pay $48 on top of the $40. So you want me to gratuity tip $88 on a $200 tip. $200 bill. That's crazy.
But if the price was valued of the items to basically break down the $240, whatever.
The $40 distributed up, whereas like maybe an extra $1 on each item or $2 on every item.
Nobody would argue anything. They just pay it.
But the fact that I'm literally at this point, because I could have ordered more, like $88. I could have ordered that bottle that he offered at the beginning. Like $88 for tip and gratuity is crazy work on a $200 bill.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is wild. That is wild and crazy. And I'm sorry. What was his name? Alfredo. It was a food. It was Alfredo. I'm sorry, Alfredo. You did not get tipped.
His name was Marinara.
No, but it's just that's crazy work. That's literally 50% of the bill.
Yeah, it's
I would never tip 50%. Like, I'm sorry. Like, even I'm never tipping 50%.
Yeah, America has a problem with underpaying its workforce.
Yes.
And thinking it's like reasonable
to put it onto the customer.
It's reasonable, and we just slot it around to you to pay the difference. When, like, I know the margins are thin with restaurants and what have you, but like, make adjustments to like your menu and how things work. Like, I'm not paying gratuity and tip. I'm paying a gratuity, and that's my tip.
Yeah. Just because it's a larger group, like you're because in my mind it's like, well, you guys are, because not everyone even ate. So it's like, yes, there's 6 people sitting here, but not all 6 people consumed food. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But yet we're being charged a gratuity because of that. And honestly, there was times where it's like you had to flag them down. So it's like, look, I get you're working other tables, but that gratuity is supposed to be like, because I'm getting good service. And I'm a big believer of tipping, because the gratuity that they asked for was less than what I was planning on giving as a tip, because I didn't look to see that the gratuity was already included. So I was like, oh, okay, let me add this 30% because he seemed like a good dude. Mm-hmm. Nope, you already added the 20. I was like, well, I'm not going to like.
And then someone else will say, well, why don't you just give that extra difference anyway? Because you were planning on giving that
maybe
difference.
But they put it in there. Like, given I know, some people don't tip.
Yeah.
But if they hadn't added the gratuity, because again, not everyone ordered. So it was like 4 people that had ordered, or maybe 5. But like, does that automatically warrant a large group, a gratuity?
According to the restaurants, the industry of restaurants, it does.
Yeah, which is crazy. And this is also why I feel like I don't like going out because I like to try a tip, but then it's like, you get hit all these. It's almost like a terms and conditions. Like you always see these sublines, right? It's like subtotal, tax, tip, gratuity, miscellaneous charge, miscellaneous charge, and it's like, damn, what is this?
I think we have to we start tricking the restaurant industry where we go out with 35 people, and then every 3 or 4 people is like, oh, we're not together. You know what I'm saying? Like we all get seated, and then we're not together. So that way, we're just paying for whatever we the fuck order.
Well, because that's even a thing too. Because we asked initially, like, hey, can we split the tab? He's like, no, we can't do that. So you're locking us in as a group. Then you're penalizing us by charging us a gratuity because we're a group, and then trying to ask for a tip on top of that.
They can do it. They just won't do it.
No, I know. But I'm just saying. So it's like, that's another reason why I was like, let me just knock it out, because it was like, let's make it, because you guys are not making it where you can split it. I know you can.
So what you do next time is 6 of you all go, 4 of you go in and say, we're all going to sit together. And then 2 of you go in later and just sit somewhere else and then walk back and forth between the tables.
Well, that's why I was kind of like, I could just go to the bar. But I was like, whatever. But my problem is the fact that they're trying to compound gratuity and tip on top of each other. And then it's like the audacity.
Okay. I am on board with you with that. Never paying gratuity and tip. I am definitely going to pay a tip / gratuity, but never both. Suck my dick.
Well, because like, I feel like it's also a disservice to the waiter and the waitress. Because they're running, and yes, the bartender is part of this process, but they're not interacting with the person, right? So like, let's say you have a shitty waiter, but they're bringing out the drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's making an impact on the gratuity at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially like a larger group. I don't know.
It's the rules of the restaurant.
Yeah, I know. This is stupid.
They get off on taxes by paying them less.
Yeah, no.
So their revenue, they can do the numbers differently by paying somebody $2.37 an hour that they get taxed for, and then the employee is looking for that extra $150, $50 to $200 at night to live off of. And it is what it is, but fuck them.
Yeah,
ain't enough blood left in his rock, yo.
Yeah,
we got to do something different. That's like the theme of the episode. Like, if Ja Rule was here, that's all I'm saying.
He dropped some bars. Let us know.
That's all I'm saying.
Probably teach us how to do a garden or something.
He can drop a garden rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, niggas getting sick off of blueberries and iceberg lettuce and shit. So eye drops is causing cancer, whatever the fuck is going on right now. Ja Rule fix all this shit, man.
I did want to share this random, not the vein of the kind of like a bar or something random I heard at Costco yesterday. And I was overhearing this guy, and he just said, my grandma would smack the fireworks out of me. And I was like, what? Like, it was so random. But that's the type of shit I need Ja Rule to drop. I need him to drop something so prolific, right? Where it's like, yeah, don't smack the fireworks out of me, bro.
Yeah, he's got to. Next summer, we got to hear about Ja Rule by next summer. If America still exists by next summer, Ja Rule, you owe us.
Mm-hmm. What is it? I just have written down raw. I don't know what in reference I was talking about. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oysters, sex.
Yeah, it could be a lot of stuff.
Knee burn. Like, I don't know.
Oh, I think the guy just was wearing a shirt that just said raw on it. And I was like, I like your shirt. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
All right, here's a question. So you said to the guy, I like your shirt.
Yeah.
Did he say anything else other than thank you?
No.
If you were a woman and you said to her, I like your shirt, you know what the difference would have been? She would have told you where she got that shirt from. If you ever compliment a dude on something he has, like, yo, nice shoes, he just says thank you. If you ever compliment a woman on something she has, she tells you everything about that item.
Yeah.
Especially if you're another woman. If you're a guy, she might not say anything. Like, she might just be like, oh, you're creepy because you're trying to hit on me. But if it's a woman complimenting a woman, I love your dress, whole story. Dudes, thanks, bro.
Well, We're simple creatures.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Because even I'll acknowledge it sometimes where it's like, you know, I ask, like, let's say, like, oh, so got married. And it's like, oh, cool. Like, what they ask? It's like, I ain't asking any follow-up questions. like, even like, like even with your birthday, right? Mm-hmm. I was like, I know it, but apparently I don't. So it's like, you know, oh, well, okay, well, there it is.
At the time of recording this, ladies and gentlemen, my birthday is tomorrow, and I will be 46. So if you want to wish me a happy birthday, because you've gotten this far in the episode, please do so in the comments or wherever else. You can reach out to good old J. Delnegro, and you can reach out to the Don't Judge Me podcast at dontjudgepod@gmail.com and at 202-642-9398.
But I am going to jump in. One of my friends, I love him to death. We had a conversation about MILFs and cougars.
MILFs and cougars.
The distinction pretty much was like, well, I think MILFs are, you know, of course, mothers.
Are you speaking for yourself, or are you speaking as...
Well, as a group we're having it,
okay.
And he presented this PowerPoint I'm going to read to you.
Okay.
But essentially, the argument was kind of like, well, MILF, I think, Nygel, is that MILFs are mothers that, you know, you like to fornicate with, right? Mm-hmm. And then cougar is somebody who is, you know, out there seeking younger men, right? Okay. And as an older person, MILFs are just women our age, right? You know, like, you know, that's just what it is. Because it's not really mothers, it's just women who happen to have children.
You said not really mothers?
Well, there are mothers.
They have to be mothers. They're
well,
MILFs.
I know, but it's like, I guess the thought of like MILF was, or I guess like a cougar even.
Cougar, right.
Is like, you know, because a cougar isn't like a 6-year-old trying to pursue us.
It would be.
Well, it would be if that was a thing. But like, anyway, the discussion was kind of like this is how the conversation was going, right? It was like, you kind of throw out a scenario, right? So it's like a MILF. You're like, yeah, she's a mother. You like, but you wouldn't say that about a woman, like, let's say a woman your age. Would you call her a MILF? Or would you just call her a young lady that you're dating?
It depends on my intent.
But that's what I'm saying. So like, but this is where the conversation was going, right? So then he actually had the argument like, no, MILF is a mindset. It's an energy. And I was like, oh, well, continue. So I'm going to try to read this, but it's on my phone, so it's not like that. So MILF is a mindset. Rethinking one of society's most misunderstood titles. Delivered a completely unnecessary confidence. Oh, this is what his thought process was. The traditional method, man, I should probably brought my computer. A definition with serious structure problems. Has children, over 35, attractive, MILF. That way of thinking is outdated. Mm-hmm. It's rigid, biological, deeply lacking in imagination. Now, motherhood or mindset. Biological motherhood, children, responsibilities, school lunches, it's a status. Spiritual motherhood carries painkillers, reminds you to drink water, knows you need a jacket. Energy. Now, the 3 pillars, confidence, competence, and devastating restraint, is MILF energy. You have confidence, competence, and control, disappointment. I'm not upset. I just thought you knew better.
That's MILF energy.
Yes. Now, the handbag test. The portable infrastructure of emotion crisis response. Does she have tissues, phone chargers, emergency snacks, recipes from 2019, painkillers, lip balms? These are essentially devices that they would need.
Okay.
The MILF Energy Index essentially says the ability to make you nervous by saying sweetheart. And the graph is a growing chart. Common
up
indicators.
And to the right, everybody. The graph is up and to the right.
Common indicators. She owns good towels. She can win an argument with customer service. She calls attractive men adorable. She has already made the reservation. She knows your she knows your rent is due before you do. MILF is not a cougar. Aura versus behavior. MILF has an aura, an adult age, a dating preference, attracts naturally, may stay home peacefully. Presence. Cougar, a strategy, specifically older, targets younger men, selects deliberately, has checked the event calendar. Intent. MILF, Natural habitat would be the wine bar, sunglasses, effortless receiving attention. The cougar, gym, happy hours, events, calendar checked, demographically confident. Observe the difference in the hunting behavior. Now, the younger men's supply chain, dating apps, personal trainers, bartenders, working on music. 24-year-old named Josh, cougar. Vertical integration, market awareness, demographic focus, minimum lower back complaints. Now, the overlap. MILF is confident, competent, powerfully aura. Whereas the cougar has older, intentional, younger man focus, but they both are terrifyingly efficient. Now, the final test. Could she ruin your life, improve your credit score, remind you your car registration is due? If yes, probably a MILF. So MILF is the energy. Cougar is a dating strategy. Sometimes nature creates both. Thank you. And that was our TED Talk that we had.
Yeah, we definitely had a TED Talk.
Our D&D sessions.
Definitely had a TED Talk. So I'm going to ask you a few questions about your interpretation of what was shared. Mm-hmm. Was your opinion of MILF and cougar swayed after seeing that presentation?
I understood his side. Mm-hmm. I still feel the way I feel.
Okay, so what's the way you feel?
Which I think a MILF has to have a child. Like, you have to have that. Now, like John, we just talked about it. Like, let's say if I meet a young lady and she's 40 and she happens to have a child, I personally wouldn't consider her a MILF. In my mind, MILF, the action of MILF is, I imagine you're 15, 16 years old, you're going over your boy's house, and he has a mom that's banging, right? Mm-hmm. That's my mindset of MILF. Like that younger adolescence, like 16 to 26, your friend or somebody you know happens to have that mom, like, hey, Miss Pamela, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, mm-hmm. That's the MILF, I think. But then I guess technically that could be the cougar, right? In the mindset. But like in mine, from the perspective of a male, MILF is a mother I'd like to bang, right? Not if you happen to be a mother, I'd want to bang you. It's more so like I'm thinking like as a mother, like as a child, not child, but like as a teenager, like someone's mother, that's the mom, that's a MILF. But I guess technically it'd be the other way, like a cougar. Like I think a cougar MILF is the energy, like the back and forth. But when you get older, like you hit 30 to 40, then I think MILF kind of fades off. And that's what I was saying, like, as far as like, it's kind of just women your age at this point who happen to have children. And then the cougar is someone who's older than you, seeking you, which again, I think after like 50, I don't know if you can have a cougar. Like, I can't imagine a 70-year-old scheming me and be like, yeah, I got this cougar on lock. She has all of her teeth. Like, I don't know. Like, her hip works. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't imagine a 7-year-old cougaring.
They do it.
I know they do, because I think of like Angela Bassett, like, she's still killing it, right? She looks beautiful, mm-hmm, right? Mm-hmm. If she was to come up to me, I'd be like, bet, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would be on board. But then I imagine most 70-year-olds don't look like Angela Bassett at that age.
Probably not. Or
even J-Lo. Like, I think she's pushing like...
She's closer to 60, I think.
Yeah, but still, I mean, but in my age bracket, she'd technically be a cougar.
She has kids, though.
Yeah, but I mean, she's older.
So I think it's the intent of the person. Just like you said with a teenager, I'm looking at this, my buddy's mom. I love to beat that or whatever. I still think if that's the way you're looking at it, she's a MILF. If it's just like my intent is to smash, MILF. You might not say MILF, but still a MILF.
Okay, and I can agree with that.
I think the cougar. I think the difference is who's in pursuit, and I think that's really where.
I think that's what I think I was trying to say too. Is like it depends on the perspective, because again, as a 16-year-old trying to pursue like a 30-year-old woman, I am pursuing a MILF.
I'm pursuing a MILF.
But in her mind, she is being a cougar, right? You
and a chomo because you're 16.
Oh yeah, 18.
Okay, all right, cool.
18.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I don't want that Chris. So like I'm 18, she's 30, right? And it's like, all right, but it's perspective, it's the lens. But to his point, I don't think it's an energy. At that point, that is just like a nurturer. I think that's a whole nother category at that point. That's a type of woman, I think, at that point.
Yeah.
I don't think it's an energy, but he made a good argument. I can see what he means, because I've met women who are very nurturing in nature and very motherly to their significant other. And I can see what he's talking about, but I wouldn't classify that as like, oh, I need to bang that MILF.
Right.
without her having
She's got to have the children. She's got to be a mother.
Yeah. She has to have the mom.
That's the only way that you can categorically be a MILF.
You can maybe create something else.
And they always do.
Like,
I've got a new term for you. It has nothing to do with this, but this is in regards to Stephen A. Smith. You know who he is?
Yeah.
The term I heard recently, and it's perfect for me. Coon switching. Instead of code switching, coon switching. Because he coons it up in front of certain audiences.
Oh.
And then he's black as the black that ever could, black, because he has a black mother and black sister and black children, and he was married to a black woman in front of other audiences. But you get him in front of Sean Hannity, coon switching. So, like, we always make up new terms. I don't know if there's ever been anything that'll ever top MILF. I think MILF was just like
It was canon. But then, you know, even then I was like, because again, we're having this like rant because we like joke around during D&D sessions. And then I was kind of like, well, you know, I know there's the Silver Fox and then, you know, DILF, right? You know,
yeah, for dudes. Yeah.
Yeah, for the guy. But then I was just like, what's the in between, right? Like I feel like everybody did, because most guys date younger, right?
Generally, yeah.
Like, when do you become the Silver Fox?
Then you get the silver in your hair.
Like, is any silver or all silver?
I couldn't qualify that reasonably, but I think it's really up to. I think it has to be a majority silver.
I would agree with that.
It's probably a majority. It doesn't have to be totally silver, but it has to be a majority silver. But that's really up to the woman.
So if you don't have a child and you don't have completely silver hair, you're just a dude.
You're just a guy.
You're just a guy out here. Just a guy out here.
Some
trying
guy.
to bang joints.
Look at that. Some guy.
Yeah. He's just normal.
He's just a guy. She's not excited about you or anything. You're just some guy.
Yep.
He's nice, but he's just a guy.
Yep.
You got to have some other attribute at this point.
And if you remember one from Joey, right? She got the internet. She a hoe. Grandma wasn't a hoe. She didn't have the internet.
She didn't have the internet.
So yeah, she didn't have the internet. You know, all these girls are hoes now because they got the internet.
Shout out to Joey Spacey.
But no, that was our pre-op. That's how we started our session, which I think was amazing. I literally was almost in tears. I was like, boy, it's a good PowerPoint too, to be honest. It was invested. I was taking screenshots and I was like, hey, can I talk about this on the podcast? And he was like, hell yeah. And he sent it to me.
Okay.
That's awesome.
It's definitely worth the debate, but he's wrong. And I hope he can accept being wrong because you got to have the kids to be a MILF. Sorry. Not sorry.
Well, but that's why I think at that point you need another title for if that's that's your type. You're looking for a woman who is mothering.
I'm sure you can find a title on Reddit somewhere because they have a board for that kind of stuff.
Somebody's like, hey, this is what but unrelated, and this comes to I guess information online. We were playing D&D last night. Oh, not D&D. It's a game called Mass, but this is our D&D session that we typically play. And did you know that at Waffle House, they actually have different ways to ask for hash browns?
No, I've never been to a Waffle House, so I wouldn't know that.
Oh, okay. So ordering lingo, scattered. That means you want them spread wide across the grill.
Okay.
Smothered, topped with grilled onions. Covered, topped with melted American cheese. Chunked, topped with grilled hickory smoked ham. Diced, topped with grilled tomatoes. Peppered, topped with jalapeno peppers. Capped, topped with grilled buttoned mushrooms. Topped with Bert's chili. Who's Bert? Who knows?
It's his chili, though.
Country, topped with sausage gravy. All the way includes onions, cheese, ham, tomato, peppers, mushroom, chili, and gravy. So you essentially go up and they'd be like, hey, I'm going to get the hash browns. How do you want them? Chunked.
I want them spread all the way.
Mm-hmm. You want them spread, chunked, diced, and where's Bert? Topped. And I was like, this is so crazy.
No cap, though. No cap.
No cap. I
don't want
no
mushroom.
I don't want the fucking mushroom.
I don't want the mushroom.
Bro.
No cap.
No cap.
No cap.
No cap. Which it makes sense because, mushroom technically have a little hat. But I mean, still, that is crazy work.
It's a lot of work.
A lot of work. A lot. And I would be scared I'd say the wrong thing. Because a couple of those, sound similar.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're just better off just I like mushrooms and peppers, hold the cheese and the chili. No chili. I don't want any chili on it, but I like onions and peppers and mushrooms.
I also wonder, though, if it takes priority if you say it in a certain order. Covered,
how they do it.
Chunked, covered.
Yeah.
I want ham and cheese, right?
cheese first and then the ham.
So that means you gotta be covered chunked.
I can't
covered
imagine,
chunked and topped on the side.
I can't imagine the cook at Waffle House giving a fuck about the order in which you ask for these things.
No, because you're gonna get whatever you're gonna give you.
He's still got a cigarette dangling off his bottom lip while he's cooking your shit. You don't give a fuck.
You know what's funny? Now they like go on Waffle House. We're not sponsored. But I said this Caucasian man, and he's like, I'm at Waffle House, and I ordered the breakfast tacos. And I was like, what? I need to watch this. And it's essentially a taco at the Waffle House on the griddle, where they served it with cheese, eggs, and sausage. He bit into it, and he paused, right? And I was like, oh, is it that good? He was like, this is why you're called the Waffle House and not Taco House. And I was like, oh, like he cooked them. And I was like, oh, I thought this video was going another way. Cause like the way he like initially took the bite and then he like edited it. And then he was just like, yeah, this is why y'all, and I was like, oh, that's a choice. Like, I thought he liked it the way he paused, but it was that bad where he just lost all.
That brings up a behavior that I've been exhibiting lately where I think I know everything. So like the video, it took a turn that you didn't expect. So if someone sent it to me, I would have responded before it took the turn because I would have known that he was going to be like, this is delicious. And I would have wrote something like, oh, I never thought their tacos would have been delicious. And then send. And then little do I know, he was like, this shit is trash. Because I never make it to the end. No, usually I never make it to the end. And then I got to go back and delete it.
No, but it's funny. That's actually why I usually watch till the end because there's always some like roundabout. Because I've said some funny stuff and then all of a sudden, because, people like to have attention. They got to, to show themselves. I need you to add your commentary at the beginning. Now, given, probably not going to watch the clip because I don't care who you are. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you have, let's say, like a funny clip and then afterwards you're like, oh, let me add my 2 cents. Most of the time, y'all ain't funny. So you ruined it. But then it's always like a take that I'm like, oh, I don't like your joke. Like that was a bad joke. Like, and so now I'm like, do I save it, delete your portion and add it back? Or do I just not send it?
Yeah. Like
I was literally watching something the other day. It was one person looking at the camera, showing the clip, but then another person used their joke. So I got 2 people looking at
you like.
With the audio in the background, and I'm just like...
giving cuts to where the screen is. Like,
but bruh! I was like, why I got 2 people just staring at me? You know me, I put it up on a little stand so I could like... So I'm like, I'm looking over and 2 people... I was like, shit, what am I doing?
I had a classmate, he's working on a site, and I knew where the site was. Like, I physically have been there. And all I had to do was read the description and would have given me my answer that confirmed that he was at the site I thought it was. I wrote, were you here? And then I read it and I was like, oh, let me just delete that because it was right there. Because I'm taking shortcuts and shit. But
no, yeah, I do like that too. Some people be like, ask a question. And it's funny because like I'll do it too. Where it's like, you could just Google it, right? And then I'll ask them like, do you think it's going to rain today? Like, bitch, look at the app. Like, yeah, you're right. And I always say it too, like after I ask a simple question, I'm like, I could probably just look it up. Mm-hmm. But I do that also because I'm hoping you will still look it up for me because like my personal assistant. But it never happens that way. I usually have to wind up looking it up. But it's always like that. No, you know what? Let me check it.
It was right there. He said it right there.
Like, do you know what time Costco opens? No. Could you look it up? Because I don't,
and tell me because
I don't want to look it up.
I don't feel like
you're my Alexa at this point.
Like, I don't feel like opening another app to ask that question. No. I've already opened one app.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to do all that. That's too much.
Well, I don't have anything else to say for this episode because that would be doing too much. What about you, sir?
I got one other judgment. The other day I was walking and this guy was running past me, right? And I was like, kudos to you, keep it up, because I don't like running outside, but I'll do my running. As he got next to me, he just said, cowabunga, and kept running. Sir, you knew you was coming up next to me. Why'd you wait till you got next to me to say cowabunga? I'm perplexed. What type of day are you living? I love it. I love the energy. But why wait until you get next to me and say cowabunga? Do I look like a turtle?
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know either. But it was the fact that he was like, cowabunga. Why? This sidewalk is empty. Like, you could have said it before me. You could have said it after me. But you waited till you got right next to me and said cowabunga. You crazy. I love it.
You know what he said? What's the term when white people, was he white?
No.
Oh. damn, if he was white, this would have been perfect. Living the dream, because that means they want to kill themselves. But
yeah.
it doesn't work.
You know what's funny though, because I've known to say like living the dream, and every time I say it, I'm like, am I depressed? Because I don't know if the white side's running up or down. So I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Strange fellow, man. That's a strange fellow.
Cowabunga. Like almost whispered in my ear, kind of. I mean, that's the energy that came off on me. It was like cowabunga.
Yeah, he wanted to give you extra meat on your Quiznos. So
yeah, exactly. He was like, "Y'all got this bacon."
Yeah, extra bacon, player.
Hard, what topped and chunked.
Spread.
Yeah.
Got that spread bacon for you.
Yeah. Gross.
Yikes. Well, that's the end of the show, Sir Nygel. Do you have anything to say out there to the jury to give them encouragement to live on and go on through another day?
Yeah, be free and try out Subway's foot-long
bacon subs, everybody.
Yeah, bacon subs.
Everybody get your extra bacon.
Mm-hmm.
And this has been episode 131 of the Don't Judge Me podcast.
Don't judge me.